Hello everyone, my name is Akshata Deepak Vadgaonkar, working as an assistant professor from Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. Today I am going to take a lecture on Verilog code for 8:3 encoder. These are the learning outcomes. At the end of this session, student will able to design 8:3 encoder using Verilog HDL. These are the contents: Introduction to encoder and Verilog code for encoder, specifically Verilog code for 8:3 encoder. Now let us understand what is encoder. An encoder is a combinational circuit. It has a maximum of 2 raised to n input lines and n output lines. Hence it encodes the information from 2 raised to n inputs into an n-bit code. That means encoder consists of multiple input which can be converted into binary data or small signal. This is the diagram for our encoder, in which we are having 2 raised to n input lines which can be converted into n output lines. Now let us understand what are the types of encoder. These are the different types of encoder, that is 4:2 encoder, octal to binary encoder which is also known as 8:3 encoder. Next one is decimal to BCD encoder, and next one is priority encoder. Today we are going to study about this 8:3 encoder. Now let us discuss. The 8:3 encoder consists of 8 inputs from Y0 to Y7, and here we are having the 3 outputs, that is A0, A1 and A2. Okay, this is the diagram for our 8:3 encoder. Here we are having 8 different input from Y0 to Y7, and here we are having 3-bit output. Suppose that is A0, A1 and A2. This is the truth table for our 8:3 encoder. Here it will having 8 different input from Y0 to Y7, that is Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6 and Y7, and here we are having 3-bit output. Suppose that is A0, A1 and A2. Now here suppose that if our Y0 input is active and at this time all other inputs are inactive, that means they are 0, then we are getting output, that is decimal digit 0, which can be written in binary format, that is 0 0 0. This is our output here. Now if our Y1 bit is active and other input bit is inactive here, then we are getting output as 0 0 1. When our input Y2 is active and other input bits are 0 here, then we are getting output as 0 1 0, that means decimal number 2. When our input Y3 is active and other inputs are inactive here, then we are getting output as 0 1 1, that means decimal number 3. When our input Y4 is active and other inputs are 0 here or inactive, then our output is 1 0 0, that means we are getting output as 4-bit decimal number. Now when our input Y5 is active and other input bit are 0 here, then we are getting output as 1 0 1, that means decimal number 5. When our input Y6 is active and other inputs are inactive here, then we are getting output as binary number 1 1 0, that means decimal number 6. When our input Y7 is when our input Y7 is active and other inputs are inactive here, that means other input are 0, then we are getting output as 1 1 1 in binary format. In decimal we are getting output as 7. Okay, this is the truth table for our 8:3 encoder. Now we have to design the output expression for this A0, A1 and A2. See here, the output expression for A0 is, here we are having 1 at the input Y1. So we can write down A0 equal to Y1 plus Y3, again we are having here 1 plus Y5 plus Y7. This is the output expression for A0. Now we have to find out output expression for A1. See, here we are having 1, so we can write down it as Y2 plus Y3 plus Y6 plus Y7. This is the output expression for our A1. Now we have to design output expression for A2. So here we are having here 1 So y4 plus y5 plus y6 plus y7, this is the output expression for our A2. Now we have to implement 8:3 encoder using OR gate by using this output expression or logical expression for A2, A1 and A0. We know that the logical expression for A2 is y4 plus y5 plus y6 plus y7, and logical expression for this y1 equal to y2 plus y3 plus y6 plus y7, and logical expression for y0 is y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus y7. Now by using this we can implement this 8:3 encoder using OR gate. Here we required 3 OR gate having the output A0, A1 and A2, and here we are having 8 different inputs from Y0 to Y7. Okay, see here, for this first OR gate having output A2, the inputs are Y7, Y6, then Y5 and Y4. For the next output, or for next OR gate having output A2, we are having input of Y7 plus Y6 plus Y3 and Y2. Okay, for A0 as an output, then at that time we are giving the input signal of Y7 plus Y5 plus Y3 and Y1. In this way we can implement our 8:3 encoder using OR gate with the help of this logical expression of A2, A1 and A0. Okay. Now let us design a Verilog code for 8:3 encoder. So we can design a Verilog code for 8:3 encoder by using different description styles in Verilog. So let us understand first of all the structural modeling in Verilog. The structural modeling is also known as gate level modeling because we only describe hardware in logic gates and their interconnection in structural modeling. The keywords are used in the structural modeling are AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate, NAND gate, NOR, XOR, XNOR and wire. These are the keywords or primitive words used in our structural modeling. Let us discuss about syntax of our structural modeling. First of all, we have to write down here gate name and then our output ports and input ports, and then we have to close the bracket and semicolon. This is the syntax for our structural modeling. Now by using this structural modeling, we have to design a Verilog code for 8:3 encoder. So this is the Verilog code for 8:3 encoder using structural modeling. We have to use this logical expression for A2, A1 and A0 in our internal logic. With the help of that, we have to design our Verilog code. Okay. So first step is module declaration. So I have write here module encoder, and then we have to write down our input and output ports. So input ports are Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6 and Y7. Now we have to declare our output port, that is A0, A1 and A2. For output we are writing the binary data. For that we are using the data type REG. So REG, and we have to write down our output port A0, A1 and A2. Now I have to write down the internal logic. For that we are using the syntax for our structural modeling, and we know that its syntax is that first of all we have to write down the name of gate. We can see here we are having addition plus sign, that means we are using OR gate here, and then we have to write down our output and then input port. Okay. So first for write down the logical expression for our A2. So we are using here OR gate, then in bracket we have to write down first output port, that is A2, and then our input port, that is Y4, Y5, Y6 and Y7, and then close the bracket and semicolon. Now for second output, that is for A1, again we are using here OR gate. So OR A2 comma, we have to write down now input port, that is Y2, Y3, Y6 and Y7, then we have to close the bracket and semicolon. Then for last output, that is A0, we are using again a OR gate. So write down OR, then in bracket we have to write down first output port, that is A0, and then our input port, that is Y1, Y3, Y5 and Y7, and then close the bracket and semicolon. Then at last we have to write down end module. In this way we can design our 8:3 encoder using structural modeling. Now let us understand how to design 8:3 encoder using data flow modeling. Before going to that, first of all understand what is data flow modeling. Data flow modeling describes the hardware in terms of flow of data from input to output. Here it utilizes the operators that act as an operands and give the desired relationship between output and input. In data flow modeling, we are using operators like relationship operator, arithmetical operator, logical operator, bitwise operator, which act as an operands here and which give the desired relationship between output and input. This is the syntax for our data flow modeling. Here we are using assign as a keyword or primitive in our data flow modeling. Then we have to write down here output signal. Suppose for example in case of half adder we are having sum and carry as our output signal. So we can write there assign sum, which is nothing but our output signal, and then is equal to our required expression. Okay, and then semicolon. This is the syntax for our data flow modeling. Now let us design 8:3 encoder using data flow modeling. So our first step is module declaration. So module encoder y comma a is nothing but our input and output variable. So here I am declaring input as input vector 7:0 y. Here we are using 8 bit, for that I am using vector 7:0 as our input, and we are having here output as 2:0. That means our output port which is having 3 bit output. Okay, then again we are using a data type register to represent our output data. So again register 2:0 a. Okay, now we have to write down our internal logic. We know that in data flow modeling we are using assign keyword. So write down for A0 output, we can write down our internal logic. So assign A0 equal to Y1, or this OR operator is used here, that is nothing but standard line. A0 equal to Y1 or Y3 or Y5 or Y7, then semicolon. Now write down second output expression for A1. Again we are using keyword assign. So assign A1 equal to Y2 or Y3 or Y6 or Y7 and then semicolon. Now write down output expression for our next output, that is A2. So we can use keyword as assign. Assign A2 equal to Y4 or Y5 or Y6 or Y7 and then semicolon. And at last we have to end our module. Okay, this is the syntax for our 8:3 encoder using data flow modeling. I hope everyone should be understand how to design 8:3 encoder using Verilog code, and here we are using structural modeling and data flow modeling. Thank you everyone.